Hey friend, it's old cousin Andy Jenkins, and today's video is about how to make a viral video. Now, the reason I decided to make this video is because I was cruising through some forums, and I saw this discussion about making viral videos. And of course, the question was, hey, does anybody have a plan or a blueprint or a set of procedures that they follow in order to make viral videos? And the answers were just all over the map. They're like, you can never plan on making a viral video, or you have to make something that's funny, or try to make videos with your cats or your babies, or, you know, set up gags and pranks. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, no, that's never going to help my business. I mean, sure, I've seen tons of videos that have, you know, literally millions of views. And some of my favorite videos, like, you know, epic rap battles of history, I can watch those videos over and over again. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, those definitely went viral, but, you know, did they make the person that made them any money? And I got to thinking, you know what, there's really just sort of a lack of understanding of A, what makes a good viral video, and B, what is the purpose behind it? So I wanted to take a little bit of time with you and just give you a blueprint that has worked for dozens, maybe about 50 people or so that I know that do this consistently over and over again. So let's just walk through like my little plan for making a viral video, and then I'll tell you where to get more information about making viral videos. So let's just start. Let's define what a viral video is. And it's a video where the information or subject matter is shared repeatedly via social media, word of mouth, email, etc., etc. And the fact is, these things can create thousands or even millions of viewers and visitors. They're terrific link bait. And what I mean by that is link bait is essentially where some sort of site or video gets linked to a whole bunch. And there's a really specific strategy where you can create viral videos that actually gets you link bait and not the video sharing site that you actually put this viral video on. They build massive authority. I mean, anybody that has ever put out a viral video or a video that gets tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands or millions of views ends up pretty much being the person or brand to look at in that marketplace. And we've all seen how a viral video can catapult an online personality from obscurity to fame. And while fame is not necessarily the primary outcome that we're going for here, it certainly helps when it comes time for you to try to sell stuff. So really, there's only two types of viral video. The first one is the slice of life video. And this usually revolves around some sort of uncommon skill or a current event. So, you know, you've seen the people that can do amazing things with musical instruments or dance moves or the way that their pets can do awesome things. You've probably seen some of the great, like the Charlie Sheen video that was auto-tuned by those kids named Shmoyoyo or whatever the heck they're called. I mean, those slice of life videos are absolutely fun little videos that get just shared and talked about. They become water cooler stuff at work. Well, that's cool, but those are not the kind that we want to make. The kind that we want to make cause something called transcendence. And transcendence is essentially where we cause the individual who is watching it to arrive at a better place than they were before they watched that video. And that is a key component and key strategy when it comes to making an effective viral video for our business stuff, right? We want to make the kind that build our business. Yes, it's great to get a bunch of views. Yes, it's great to get a bunch of thumbs up comments and get stuff shared. But at the end of the day, the things that will make us more money are videos where the viewer experiences that transcendent moment where they are better, more skilled, and have a greater understanding of the subject matter at hand than they were when they showed up. So now, what is the number one key to getting traffic, authority, and brand recognition with viral videos? Well, the key is to make a lot of them. You see, a lot of folks say to themselves, well, I don't want to invest the time, effort, and energy into trying to make something, a viral video, and it's not, you know, it's going to get 200 views, and that's not going to be good for my business. Well, here's the thing. Why should we rely on one super fancy video when we can just as easily create 100 videos where if only one of them goes viral, we're going to get the full-on benefit of that? And the reason why we can do that is because the types of viral videos I'm going to show you how to make have nothing to do with some of the big over-engineered, overproduced videos that you've seen that have gotten millions of views. In fact, as I'll show you later, the overproduced videos hardly ever go viral. The ones that we want to make are going to be short and simple and awesome. So here's the trick to winning the viral lottery. Your videos need to be short. Isn't that cool? They need to be focused specifically on one specific tactical topic, and we'll get into that in a second. They need to be very meaty, meaning no fluff, no throat clearing, no pontification, not like my videos. They need to get right down to it and bring lots of information in a concentrated way, and they need to be absolutely friendly. They cannot be clinical. They cannot be standoffish. They cannot be essentially, corporate, for lack of a better word. They've got to get right to the meat of the matter, and they have to be engaging in terms of being friendly. Now, producing these videos is dead simple. I'm talking about a video that's as simple as what I'm showing you right now, which is essentially me using ScreenFlow to capture a mind map. They can be simple PowerPoint presentations, keynote presentations. You can use Prezi. They can be your web camera. You could stand in front of a whiteboard. They're super simple videos, and like I said, you don't want to overproduce them. You probably don't even want to put any kind of fancy animations or music in them. You want them to be short and simple and to the point. All right, the best kinds of viral videos consistently do two things. They answer these questions in your market. Okay, so when you're asking yourself, what should my viral video be about? The answer is, you want to address the biggest problem or the most common question, okay? And we're going to drill down into specific examples here in a second. But take a look at your market right now and ask yourself, okay, you know your market, you know your customer base, you know your prospects. What are the biggest problems that they have consistently? What are they always asking about? And those are the genesis, those are the seeds of all of your viral videos. Now, with that said, once you've figured out that list, and that list could be 200 different things, because we really want to focus and drill down and answer very specific questions, not the big global questions. We're talking about the biggest problems that consistently occur or consistently are asked in your marketplace. And every single one of these answers, right? The answers that we create in our viral video will either increase the results for the viewer, their confidence, or their proficiency. So the results meaning they will get more of something. They will get better, something better than they did before. Their confidence. If you can just make somebody feel intelligent after watching a video, they are going to want to share it with other people so that they can have other people feel intelligent. And proficiency. They just want to be able to get better at something. If you can teach somebody how to get a little bit better at something as mundane as typing, that video will get passed around. And at the same time, we want to help them decrease time, the amount of time that it takes them to do something. Everybody wants to save time. We want to help decrease pain. Right now, they're doing something or they're in the pursuit of something which is difficult and causes them issues. We want to help them to remove that pain and confusion. The reason people ask questions is to get information. Oftentimes, they ask questions when they have information because they're confused about the information that they have. So our job is to reduce that confusion by being very specific, getting direct and to the point. And so these are all single topics and they're very tactical. So for example, we want to make sure that the video that we create doesn't cause them to think. And what I mean by that is this isn't some big global change in perspective for that person. This is for doing. We want them at the end of that video to be able to go somewhere and do something better and more efficiently and with greater results than they would be able to before they watch that video. So essentially, viral videos are not strategic. They're not big picture. They're tactical. It's for getting stuff done. Okay, so let's just walk through some examples, good examples and bad examples, so you understand what I'm talking about here. All right, a great viral video topic could be remove a wine stain from your carpet, right? One outcome, one thing that's going to increase their results. It's going to give them a better outcome than before they showed up to work with your video. There's a couple of different ways to do this from what I understand. Like a lot of people talk about using salt and a little bit of steam in order to do that. But the fact is, it's a very procedural video. Do this, and then do this. Here's another example. All natural salt replacement that lowers blood pressure. All right, so now we're giving them some information about how to lower their blood pressure. It's implied that salt is going to make their food taste better. It's good that it's all natural, and they are going to have a good outcome from that. Their food's going to taste better. They're going to only be putting all natural stuff into their body, and as a result, it's going to lower their blood pressure. How about make your voice sound auto-tuned like T-Pain for free? Now, you see, that's a little bit of a mouthful. But if you've ever seen, like, any of the T-Pain videos or the videos from Lonely Island, the guys that have that tune, I'm on a boat, and some of the other ones that are probably not family friendly.
Yeah, never thought I'd be on the floor. It's a big blue watery road. Yeah, Poseidon, look at me.
Everybody wants to know how to make their voice sound like that. Well, of course they want to know how to make their voice sound like that, but they don't want to pay for it. And you're also giving them information right in that title. They only know that T-Pain sounds a certain way. They might not know that that procedure is called auto-tuning. Cut your heating bill by 30% with Saran wrap. Okay, this is a very specific outcome. They're going to cut their heating bill by a percentage, and they're going to do it with a common household item. Create CD quality interviews from a Skype call. Very specific outcome, right? CD quality, that means good. Everybody knows that CDs sound good, and everybody understands that Skype is free. So we're continuously giving these folks, just from the titles, an understanding that they are going to get great things in uncommon ways. How to choose a ripe, delicious melon from your supermarket. Very specific, very tactical. It is limited to one engagement, right? We're not trying to save the world here. We're trying to help them find fresh fruit at their supermarket. Cut your Facebook ad cost by 30% with one click of a button. That's a pretty good viral title. They're getting a huge benefit. They're cutting their Facebook ad costs, and it's not going to take them very long to do it. 2 bicep building exercises with no weights, right? So they're not going to just get one, they're going to get 2 things, and they don't have to use weights, which the connotation there is they're expensive or they're inconvenient, and it's going to build biceps, and everybody wants big biceps. 4 words that can stop any fight. I think that's also a great little example of a viral video title and also viral video content. And I was thinking about that when I was making that up, and I'm like, those 4 words are probably "you're right" and "I'm sorry." Seems to work almost every time. Now, here's some bad viral examples. How to get more traffic. It's too broad. Way too broad. And you know what? We've seen that title before. I mean, it's basically the 3rd title of every single internet marketing product we ever see online. How to get more traffic, how to get more traffic, how to get more traffic. Lose 20 pounds without dieting. Seen it before. There's too many options there. You can not eat for 2 weeks. That's not really dieting. That's starvation. We've heard about all the low carb stuff. We've heard about the high intensity exercise. We've heard about the different types of drugs. It's not that we're familiar with the plan. It's that title and that video isn't going to reveal anything to us that's new just by looking at the title. And that's one of the keys, is to be very specific. Make more money online. I mean, that's about the most common thing in the world. It doesn't offer any tactical resources. It's just the big strategic promise. Save on your taxes. Again, broad. The ultimate goal, right? It's the ultimate output that everybody wants, is they want to save some money on their taxes, but there's no tactical know-how in that title. And the fact is, there's a gazillion ways to save on your taxes. So you see, the more broad and more generalized your video is, the longer it has to be in order to cover all the bases. And people don't want to watch long videos. They want to get these little short concentrated bursts of good stuff. And it's so general that ultimately there isn't any cool promise associated with that. Like, for example, cutting your heating bill by 30% with saran wrap. All right, that's cool because we almost all understand what saran wrap is, and it would be really cool if all of a sudden we could just take this household item and save a bunch of money. That is the type of promise that makes a video want to go viral. All right, so here's the viral video structure. When you get down to actually making your video and you're going to script it out, which you can, I mean, these are going to be like 2 to 3 minutes long, so it's not going to be hard. Always state the question. Always state the question. Don't make them remember what the title of the video was. State the question straight up in your video. This is how you open it. And then immediately start answering the question. I mean, this is simple stuff, right? This is the body and the content of your video. And then at the end of the video, you want to make an offer for more information. So viral videos are great, and if they get a lot of views, great, but you also want to make an offer. You want to get your viewer engaged so that at some point you might actually be able to monetize that viewing experience or that relationship that you have created with your viewer. So you make an offer that tells the viewer how to engage with you. So, for example, you can just at the end of the video put a call to action that says, hey, you want even more tips and tricks? How about even more detailed information about removing wine stains, not from your carpet, but also from your furniture and your clothing and your teeth? You want to give away resources and checklists and offer reports and tutorials for free. Just let them know that they can get more information from you about that topic, and then lead them to a place where you can capture their email and start to build a list. Okay, here's the viral video promotional process. This is really important, right? This is not just about making a video and hoping that they'll come. There's a little bit of kung fu that you can do here to make these videos start to build magnitude and viewership and virality on their own. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to host on our YouTube account. Now, here's a little sneaky trick. Well, actually, before I talk about this sneaky trick, the point is, get a YouTube account, and this is where you're going to post your viral video. Here's the sneaky trick. You're going to make that video a video response to a super popular video that's already in your market. So that if there's a topic out there, obviously, that's related to the viral video topic that you're going to make, you're going to first use this video as a video response to that super popular video. Why? Well, number one, it's already getting a lot of traffic. Number two, it's going to add good value, so when people click on your video response, they're going to get additional value as well. And number three, when a lot of different people are on this already super popular video and they see that you created another video that is going to add to that information and expand on that video, then they'll start subscribing to your channel and adding that video to their playlists. So it's a cool little sneaky trick that you should do. Okay, then you're going to take your video and embed it on your blog. This is really important because Google measures authority nowadays by engagement, and watching a video is a form of engagement, right? So we're going to put that video on our blog so that the engagement that happens with that video, the viewership, will happen on our blog, which is where we can monetize and capture our viewership. So now, once you've got that video on your blog, you're going to send traffic from Facebook, so you'll just go ahead and share your blog post, which should pick up and identify your YouTube video on your Facebook page, on your fan page, on your friends feed, Twitter, LinkedIn, Dig. You're going to stumble it. You're going to send your email list to view it on your blog. You're going to do a press release after you find that it's getting a little bit of traction. Why not absolutely do a press release or write an article? You're going to put a little forum post. Hey, in the communities you hang out with, hey friends, I just made this little video about how to remove a wine stain from your carpet. And in other blog comments which are relevant to your topic and to your viral video, don't be afraid to go in there and say, hey folks, here's some information that I figured out, and have that link be a link back to your viral video. All right, now here's the timing. This is really important, right? Like I said earlier, YouTube and by proxy Google, they measure authority via engagement. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that all this engagement that you can control can sort of happens all at once. It's like a big wave crashing on the shore. And here's how you do it. So before you upload your viral video to YouTube, you want to make sure that you've prepared your blog post, right? So don't publish your blog post, though, until you can actually put the embed code from your YouTube video on your blog. Because you see, when you publish your blog post, the RSS feed goes out, your RSS feed goes out and pings all of the RSS aggregators and lets them know that there's new content, and then so the spiders show up. What you don't want to do is you don't want to publish that blog post until your video from YouTube is embedded on that blog post, right? And then you want to prepare your Facebook post so that you know what you're going to say. Basically, just do this all into like a little Word document or an Evernote note so that you can copy and paste stuff there, and have your Twitter all set and ready to go. And what you want to do is you want to publish this all at once, right? So once your YouTube video has been uploaded and is encoded and is live, then you take that embed code, make sure it's on your blog post, publish, and then get visitors to it from all of your properties as fast as possible, right? So you're going to coordinate your mailings, your postings, all to sort of fall right on top of one another, because when Google sees that there's a bunch of traffic coming to that, it's going to send spiders. And it's going to start doing algorithmic calculations, which are going to put your video higher in search results, not only for places like Facebook, and your blog, but also YouTube. Your video will quickly climb up the rankings in YouTube for whatever that topic is. So that's what you want to do. You want to coordinate this thing. It's like a coordinated strike, right? Now, you can, and I've done this tons of time. If I want to rank like on the first page in a few hours for a search phrase that's mildly competitive, or not hyper competitive, but mildly competitive, I'll just write a blog post with the right title tag, the title tag that I want to rank for, get my video, whatever it is I want to rank for, put it on YouTube, drop it into my blog post, and then I'll email everybody and say, hey, go check this out. And literally within hours, I am on the first page of Google for that. Sometimes I'll stay, but sometimes I'll climb, and then sometimes I'll drop off. It all depends on how competitive that particular market is. But the fact is, this is almost a sure thing to get you into the Google search engine results. Almost, couple hours, literally couple hours. So that's also one of the reasons why you want to try to build an email list as well, so that you can always on demand promote your videos. Okay, here's viral video production. You want to make this as easy as possible so you can make a lot of them, right? Don't make them super complicated. You just want to be able to crank these things out, because your viewers are going to appreciate content more than they're going to appreciate how fancy it is. Look, it's got to be competent, right? It can't be all scratchy and bad and out of focus, or, tons of words spelled wrong. It's just got to be competent, but it doesn't have to be fancy. So go ahead and, slideshows, Keynote, PowerPoint, Prezi, whatever it is that you need to do in order to get good information on the screen. And webcam video. I see a lot of people who do these little videos that it's just them talking on camera. Hey, I've got a such and such and I want to talk to you about today. And it's them just chatting away, and they're like in their basement, and it's not like this super professional studio. Take a look at what Gary Vaynerchuk's early videos looked like. They weren't slick and professional and polished, but he sat down and he talked about good wine. And those things got passed around. The key is you got to make it authentic. You don't want people to be thinking that you sat down and overproduced these videos, because if they're too slick right? It actually is going to devalue the quality of the information in the viewer's eyes. They're going to think, oh, this is just some big corporation trying to, get me to come and buy their products. No, that's not the key at all. You want to be the person, not the company. You want to be the person. You want to be the answer. You want to be the solution. So, you know what? Don't overthink these things. Just get the content out there. Don't stress over production values. Make it good enough. Make it competent. And here's a little piece of advice. Do 5 at a time, right? Just 5 at a time, because these videos are going to be short. Remember, I want you to keep them short, focused, meaty, and friendly. And keep the length below 3 minutes. So if you think about it, if you're going to do 5 videos, you're talking about 15 minutes worth of video. If each one is underneath 3 minutes, you could literally crank these things out in like an hour, right? Crank them out in an hour and then give yourself another hour to do a little bit of editing or encoding or get them up on YouTube or, just get them all set. You could get all these things ready to rock and roll. So you could do one of these a day. Literally, if you spent 2 hours, you could do one per day every single day. And that would get you 100 in about 3 months. And one of those, provided that you keep to the formula and make sure that you're focused and giving great information on very specific tactical topics, one of those is going to hit. One of those is going to go viral and get you thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, or depending on what kind of upside there is to that information, maybe even 1 million views. Okay, so always, here's a couple of rules of thumb. Always brand your video, right? You want to introduce you, and you might want to have a little logo on the screen that represents you or your business. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't make it this big, flashy, open presentation. Just think about in terms of like the little Apple's little logo, with the little apple that's got the bite out of it. Just something small in the lower right-hand side of the video that designates you and your business. And you always want to make sure that about halfway through the video, as you're starting to wrap up, you're going to display an easy web address that people can remember and follow. So don't make it, like if it were on my blog, Andy Jenkins blog /113 / blah, blah. You really just want to make sure that you have a short web address that people can remember and follow and easily go to. You don't want something that's super, super long. And don't use like Bitly or any of those URL shorteners, because you don't own that. You want to brand your own website. Always make an offer. Always make an offer. And the offer isn't to buy anything. It's to get more of what they've just seen for free. They're going to get more information for free if they go to your web address. And then also ask the viewer to share. If they like the information that they just saw, you know what? Say, hey, if you like this, feel free to share it with your friends. Visit me at mywebadress.com.org.info or whatever it is. But you absolutely want to give them a call to action. You see, that's really important. This is Dan Kennedy Marketing, Direct Response Marketing 101. There will always be offers. There will always be offers. Whether it's just, hey, leave me a comment, share this video, tell a friend, visit my website, there's always got to be an offer, because you want to train your viewers to take action after they've engaged with you. So ask them to share. And folks, that's really it. That is how to make a viral video.